My dear friends in your 40s, 50s, and 60s, imagine us sitting together, maybe on a cozy porch with a sunset painting the sky, a warm mug in your hands. I'm in my 70s now, and let me tell you, these years are a gift, a time to cherish every laugh, every quiet moment, every heartbeat. But looking back, I see paths I took that made life heavier than it needed to be, habits I wish I'd dropped when I was your age. I'm here to share 9 lessons I learned the hard way, not to lecture, but to guide you like a friend who's walked a few extra miles. These aren't just tips. They're stories from my heart, woven with the wisdom of years, to help you avoid my mistakes and step into your golden years with strength, joy, and peace. From letting go of endless busyness to rediscovering laughter, these lessons are about living lighter, loving deeper, and building a life that glows. Picture this as a letter from my 70s to you, written with care, to help you make choices today that will make your tomorrow shine. So, settle in, open your mind, and let's journey together through 9 lessons that can change the way you live. Starting now. Ready? Let's dive in with a story that set me on this path. When I was 45, I thought life was about doing more, being more, proving I could keep up. But one evening, sitting alone after a frantic day, I realized I was exhausted, not just in my body, but in my soul. That moment planted a seed, and over the years, it grew into wisdom I wish I'd had sooner. These lessons come from that seed, from mistakes and triumphs, from friends who taught me what matters. They're for you, whether you're juggling a career, raising kids, or navigating your 60s, so you can avoid the traps I fell into. Let's start with the first lesson, one that changed everything for me. Lesson 1. Don't let busyness rob your joy. In your 40s and 50s, it's so easy to think busyness is a badge of honor. You're rushing to work, shuttling kids, fixing the house, saying yes to every request. I did that too, and it felt like I was winning at life. But here's the truth from my 70s. Constant busyness doesn't make you stronger. It steals your joy, your health, and your time. Research backs this up. Chronic stress from overdoing it raises cortisol, spikes blood pressure, and can even cloud your memory as you age. By 70, you'll wish you'd save your energy for what truly matters. Moments with loved ones, quiet mornings, or just breathing in the beauty of a new day. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 48-year-old teacher from Ohio I met years ago. She was a whirlwind, grading papers late, volunteering at church, driving her kids to every activity. She thought being busy proved she was capable. But one day, she collapsed from exhaustion at a school event, missing her daughter's speech. It broke her heart. Margaret decided to change. She started saying no to extra commitments, carving out Sundays for family picnics or just reading in her garden. She'd sit under an oak tree, sipping lemonade, watching her kids laugh. Her stress melted, her sleep deepened, and by her 60s, she was healthier than ever. Her doctor even noted her lower blood pressure. Margaret learned what I wish I'd known. Life isn't about how much you do, but how much you love. You don't need to prove yourself by filling every hour. Busyness can trick you into thinking you're living fully, but it's often just noise. Try this. Pick one day this week to do less. Maybe skip an extra errand and take a walk instead. Feel the ground under your feet. Listen to birds or call a friend. It's not about being lazy. It's about choosing joy. Studies show that reducing stress in your 40s and 50s lowers your risk of heart issues and boosts mental clarity by 70. I wish I'd started this sooner. My days would have been richer. Another story comes to mind. My old neighbor, Clara, in her 50s, was always on. She ran a bakery, hosted book clubs, and never stopped. One day, she burned out and had to close her shop for a month. That pause forced her to rethink. She started delegating, taking evenings off, and found she loved painting. By 60, she was selling her art, her face glowing with purpose. Clara's lesson? Busyness doesn't define you, your joy does. So, in your 40s, 50s, or 60s, start now. Say no to one thing that drains you. Protect time for what lights you up. Maybe it's gardening like Margaret or a hobby like Clara. Your body will thank you with better health, your mind with clarity, and your heart with peace. By 70, You'll look back and smile, knowing you chose what mattered. What's one busy habit you can let go of this week? Hold that thought as we move to the next lesson. Lesson 2. Stop skipping rest to prove you're strong. When I was your age, I thought pushing through tiredness showed I was tough. Late nights, no naps, always going, I thought rest was for old folks. But now at 70, I see how wrong I was. Skipping rest doesn't prove strength. It risks your health. Lack of sleep or downtime can fog your brain, weaken your body, and increase risks like falls or heart trouble later. Studies show that regular rest in your 40s and 50s boosts longevity, sharpens memory, and keeps you steady. Rest isn't giving up. It's giving your body the love it deserves. Take James, a 52-year-old accountant from Chicago. He prided himself on working late, skipping breaks, thinking it made him indispensable. But one day, he dozed off driving home, nearly crashing. That scare changed him. He started taking 20-minute naps after lunch and set a bedtime of 10 p.m. At first, he felt guilty, but soon he noticed a difference. His focus sharpened, his mood lifted, and he had energy to play soccer with his grandkids. By 60, he was hiking weekly, something he never thought possible. His doctor said his heart health improved, too. James learned that rest wasn't weakness. It was his superpower. I wish I'd learned this in my 50s. I remember nights spent worrying about work, refusing to rest because I had to keep up. By 60, I was exhausted, and small tasks felt overwhelming. A friend suggested short naps, and though I resisted, I tried it. Those 15-minute pauses were like magic. My energy returned, my patience grew, and I felt alive again. Now at 70, I nap daily, and it's why I can still dance at family parties. Rest is like recharging a phone. You can't run on empty. Try this. Add one restful moment to your day. Maybe a 10-minute nap, a quiet coffee break, or an early bedtime. Notice how your body feels lighter, your mind clearer. Research says consistent rest in midlife cuts stress-related illnesses by 70, setting you up for vibrant years. Another friend, Ellen, a 55-year-old nurse, learned this after fainting at work. She started resting midday, and by 60, she was teaching yoga, her energy infectious. Start this habit now, in your 40s or 50s. It's not about slowing down. It's about staying strong for the long haul. By 70, you'll have the vitality to chase sunsets, not just deadlines. What's one way you'll rest more this week? Let's carry that forward. Lesson 3. Let go of the small stuff. In my 40s, I worried about everything, whether my lawn looked perfect, what coworkers thought, if dinner was late. Those tiny stresses felt huge, but now at 70, I see they were like pebbles in my shoe, small but painful. Chronic worry raises anxiety, spikes cortisol, and can harm your heart, especially as you age. Letting go of the small stuff isn't just freeing, it's life-saving. By 70, you'll wish you'd save your energy for what truly matters. Sarah, a 46-year-old from London, was a worrier. She fretted over her kids' grades, her messy house, even her neighbors' comments. It kept her awake, her stomach in knots. One day, her son said, "Mom, we just want you to be happy." That hit her. She started letting go, leaving dishes for morning, ignoring gossip, spending evenings playing games with her kids. Her anxiety faded, her sleep improved, and by 55, she was calmer, her health stronger. Her kids said she glowed. I had my own wake-up call in my 50s. I obsessed over a coworker's critique, losing sleep over it. One day, I realized it didn't matter. They weren't living my life. I started journaling my worries, then shredding the pages. It felt like lifting a weight. By 60, I was happier and my heart checkups were better. Studies show reducing stress in midlife lowers your risk of dementia and heart issues by 70. Another example. My friend Paul, a 50-year-old from Texas, worried about his car scratches. It consumed him until he had a minor panic attack. He decided to focus on his guitar hobby instead. By 60, he was performing at local cafes. His worries forgotten, letting go gave him joy. Try this. When a small worry pops up, write it down and ask, will this matter in a year? If not, let it go. Spend that energy on a walk, a laugh, a kind word. Start now, and by 70, you'll have a heart light enough to soar. What's one worry you'll release today? Let's move on. Lesson 4. Listen to your body's quiet signals. Those aches you feel in your 40s or 50s. Don't brush them off as just life. I did, and it cost me. Ignoring small pains can lead to bigger issues, joint damage, mobility loss, or injuries by 70. Your body's whispers are asking for care. Listening now keeps you active later for dancing, gardening, or chasing grandkids. Robert, a 49-year-old from Sydney, ignored his knee pain, thinking it was normal. By 55, he could barely golf, his favorite hobby. A friend urged him to see a physical therapist. Simple stretches and a brace worked wonders. By 60, he was back on the course, even teaching his grandson to swing. He told me, "I wish I'd listened sooner. I'd have saved years of pain." In my 50s, I ignored back pain from long hours at a desk. By 60, it limited my walks. A doctor suggested yoga, and though I was skeptical, I tried it. Those gentle stretches gave me my mobility back. Now at 70, I walk daily, feeling free. Studies show addressing pain early cuts mobility issues by 70, keeping you independent. Another story. My cousin Anna, 53, dismissed her wrist pain. It worsened, stopping her from knitting. A therapist's exercises helped, and by 60, she was crafting again, her hands steady. She learned to listen early. Try this. Notice one ache this week. Try a warm compress, gentle stretches, or a doctor's visit. It's about staying free to live fully. Start now, and by 70, you'll move with ease. What's one signal you'll heed? Let's keep going. Lesson 5. Break free from stale routines. Routines are comforting, like an old chair, but in my 50s, I clung to them, thinking change was too hard. Now at 70, I know new experiences keep your brain sharp and heart open. Studies show trying new things in midlife boosts memory and mood into your 70s. Don't let routine trap you. Small changes spark big joy. Emma, a 51-year-old from Texas, vacationed at the same lake every year. It was safe but boring. One summer, she tried a pottery class instead. She was nervous, but shaping clay brought her alive. She made friends, found a passion, and by 60, she was teaching pottery, her life vibrant. I stuck to the same meals in my 50s, meat and potatoes, every week. It felt easy, but it dulled my days. A friend invited me to a cooking class, and I learned to make stir-fry. It was a small change, but it woke me up. By 60, I was experimenting with flavors, my kitchen a place of joy. Another friend, Mark, 54, always watched the same news channel. It stressed him out. He tried a hiking group instead, and by 60, he was leading trails, his mind clearer. Change keeps you young. Try one new thing this month. A new cafe, a dance class, a podcast. It's like sunlight on your soul. Start now. And by 70, your life will be rich with color. What's one change you'll try? Let's move forward. Lesson 6. Embrace technology before it's too late. In my 50s, I avoided computers, thinking they were for tech kids. But shying away from technology cuts you off from connection and ease. Learning one tool, like texting or Zoom, keeps you close to loved ones and simplifies life. Research shows staying connected reduces loneliness, boosting mental health into your 70s. Helen, a 47-year-old from Manchester, swore off smartphones. When her daughter moved to Canada, she felt the distance. Her daughter taught her WhatsApp and those daily chats. Seeing her grandkids' faces lit up her days. By 55, she was using Zoom for book clubs, feeling connected. I resisted email in my 50s, thinking letters were enough. But when a friend showed me video calls, I saw my sister smile across states. It changed me. Now at 70, I use apps to stay close, and it's medicine for my heart. Another example, my neighbor, Sam, 50, avoided online banking. A friend showed him how, and by 60, he was managing bills easily, stress-free. Tech isn't the enemy, it's a bridge. Start small. Ask a friend to teach you one app. It's about connection, not perfection. Learn now, and by 70, You'll feel close to those you love. What's one tech tool you'll try? Let's keep that in mind. Lesson 7. Never let laughter fade. Laughter is a lifeline, but in my 50s, I let it slip, buried in work and worries. Now, at 70, I know a good laugh lowers stress, boosts your immune system, and lights up your soul. Don't let life's weight drown out joy. It's medicine you need at any age. David, a 53-year-old from California, was consumed by his job. He rarely smiled. His wife suggested comedy nights, and though he hesitated, those laughs changed him. By 60, he was hosting game nights, his stress gone, his face younger. Laughter saved him. I forgot to laugh in my 50s, too. After a tough year, a friend dragged me to a comedy show. I laughed until I cried, and it was like waking up. Now, at 70, I watch funny shows daily. It keeps me light. Studies show laughter cuts stress-related illnesses by 70. Another story. My friend Jane, 49, felt low after a divorce. She joined a choir that sang silly songs. By 55, she was laughing daily, her health stronger. Find your laughter, a movie, a friend, a memory. Start now, and by 70, your heart will sing. What makes you laugh? Let's hold that. Lesson 8. Simplify your meals, nourish your soul. In my 40s, I thought complex meals showed love, hours in the kitchen, fancy dishes. But it exhausted me. Simple, healthy meals save energy and keep you strong. Good nutrition now builds your bones and heart for 70 and beyond. Lisa, a 50-year-old from Brisbane, cooked elaborate dinners nightly. It drained her. She tried simple soups and salads, and suddenly she had time for walks with her husband. By 60, she was healthier, her energy soaring. Simple food was her secret. I used to spend hours cooking roasts. In my 50s, I tried one-pan meals, veggies and chicken, done in 20 minutes. It freed my evenings and I felt lighter. Now at 70, I eat simply and have energy for my grandkids. My friend Tom, 52, loved heavy meals. After a health scare, he switched to smoothies. By 60, he was running 5 Burmese chots, his heart strong. Try one easy recipe this week, a salad, a stir-fry. Start now, and by 70, you'll glow with vitality. What's one simple meal you'll try? Let's move on. Lesson 9. Clear the clutter, free your heart. I kept everything in my 50s. Old clothes, papers, memories. Clutter stressed me out, clouded my mind. A clear space lifts your mood and eases daily tasks. Studies show tidy homes reduce anxiety and improve sleep by 70. Start now, and your golden years will feel free. Thomas, a 54-year-old from Perth, had a garage full of junk. It overwhelmed him. He donated most, keeping only his favorite books. By 60, his home was peaceful, and he hosted friends again, feeling light. I clung to old letters in my 50s. Clearing them out in my 60s was like shedding chains. Now, at 70, my home is my sanctuary. Another friend, Mary, 48, cleared her attic and found calm. By 55, she was sleeping better, her stress gone. Start small, clear one drawer. Keep what sparks joy, let go of the rest. Do it now, and by 70, your heart and home will feel free. What's one thing you'll declutter? Let's wrap up. My friends, these 9 lessons are my gift to you for my 70s. Let go of busyness, embrace rest, laugh often, clear the clutter. Start these now in your 40s, 50s, or 60s, and your golden years will be a masterpiece. Reflect. What's one lesson you'll try this week? Share it in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. If this video touched you, like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Let's build a life that shines together for all the years ahead.